I'll get to my 49ers Mailbag segment in a matter of moments, but first, a word from our friends at Game Time.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
Hey folks, Cam Rogers here for the 49ers Report. It's time for the 49ers Mailbag, and by the way, many thanks to Game Time. Head on to chatsports.com/tickets to download this fantastic app. All right, so Mailbag segment here. We got a question from Daja Renee. So is Dez going to the 49ers or not? As of now, I don't think there's going to be any real possibility that Dez comes to Santa Clara. Now, there's still the possibility, but the 49ers haven't really showed interest in Dez. And for that reason, I actually don't have San Francisco on my top 5 landing spots for Bryant. Of course, we're talking about Bryant going in Instagram here in the comments section and saying that he wants to go to the 49ers, then eventually deleted that comment. As you take a look at my top landing spots, no San Francisco. I've got New England. I've got Indianapolis. The Jets are a good option. Houston Texans make some sense. And now I have the Arizona Cardinals in my top 5 because I think they could use some help at wide receiver. It's Christian Kirk, it's Larry Fitzgerald, and that's really it there in the big toaster of Arizona. Will the 49ers sign Dez Bryant? I'm giving it one jet head for now, giving a little truth to it, but don't buy into it really. Now, Dana asking via YouTube, the big question is, why is Dez still actually available right now? And Dana, there actually are a few layers to this whole story here. So, number one, Dez Bryant has been very selective so far in terms of looking at the teams and trying to judge where he wants to go. We know the Baltimore Ravens offered him a multi-year deal, and the Ravens got rejected by Dez. So that's out the window. The other thing is, actually quite a few teams have showed interest in Dez, but that does not necessarily mean they're ready to whip out the pen, give it to Dez, and have him sign the contract right then and there. Perhaps they've been fielding calls with his agents. Perhaps they've been just doing their homework on Dez Bryant, checking in on his health, maybe his workout regimen of late. But I don't expect much traction in terms of the Dez Bryant sweepstakes until we get to training camp. So as of now, I don't see the 49ers getting him, and I don't see anybody really getting him for the next few weeks or so. So you may have to wait until July until we see some major steam in terms of the Dez Bryant search. All right, next question. John via Facebook. What's in the cards for Reuben Foster? So, John, here's where we stand with Foster. So, he's going through individual drills and OTAs right now. Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator, has been vocal in that he is not going to rush Reuben Foster into the fray with group positional drills and team drills and all of the like. For now, Foster's just going through the motions, and I've mentioned earlier on the program that Saleh and Foster did not interact throughout the legal process. So essentially, Foster has to catch up in many different facets, football field related, mentally speaking, etc. So for now, Foster's going through that. Also, the marijuana charge coming from Alabama back in January has been dropped. But keep in mind that Reuben Foster could still face suspension from Roger Goodell because of that charge. So keep an eye out for Foster. I still think he's not going to play a full 16-game regular season. It's still possible. I'm not so sure it's going to happen. I could see a few games for the suspension with that marijuana charge there. All right, we got Barry via YouTube chiming in. Who would you start at the guard spots for the regular season? Take a look at my projected offensive line here. Obviously, Staley at left tackle. I'm keeping Lincoln Tomlinson at left guard. I don't feel great about it, but I'm going to keep him there. Obviously, Richburg at center coming on over from New York. I actually have Jonathan Cooper at right guard. I think for now, he's going to beat out Joshua Garnett, but I would not be shocked at all to see Garnett at that right guard slot. Mike McGlinchey there, of course, at right tackle. That's how I see that front five happening in Week 1 against the Minnesota Vikings. And Gazing Goat on YouTube is wondering, why can't the season start tomorrow? Wait, does it? Unfortunately, it does not. We have to wait a few more weeks, a couple more months until the 49ers take on the Minnesota Vikings in Week 1. And boy, what a test it will be, folks. That will be a measuring stick game in the beginning of the season, which is a perfect time for it to happen. We'll know who these 49ers are in that game. By the way, do you have a question for me? Be sure to hit me up in the comments section on Facebook Live as well as YouTube, and you too can be featured here on the broadcast, here on the 49ers Report. All right, folks, I'm saying goodbye. I'm Cam Rogers. Hit me up on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. I'll see you next time.